Hello there, pilgrims. Oh wait, I mean chroniclers. Sorry, force of habit. Anyway, do you guys like old stories, histories, mythologies, fables? If yes, great. If no, what's it like not having a soul? Anyway, let's start with the basics with this one. Greek mythology, the creation of the universe.
I really want to say this.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
Nothing but chaos. No sentient being existed in the void. It was darkness and movement and irrational grinding of random matter and particles, like douchebags in a Burning Man party. Everything already existed, but it was without form, without reason, without intention. Like my mind at 3 in the morning after working all night on these videos. It was there in the infinite vortex that the chaos generated Gaia, forming her from within the ether, as well as other primordial deities, among them Tartarus, deity of the underworld, Erebus, personification of the darkness itself, and Nyx, goddess of the night. These deities were the formation of consciousness itself from the irrational, pre-existing matter in the chaos. Consciousness from chaos. Reason from the irrational. Which is why in the beginning, random things happened with the laws of cause and effect not being properly defined, such as Nyx alone giving birth to 12 children. Among them, we have, as the most relevant ones, Eris, goddess of strife and disorder, like one of my high school ex-girlfriends, or Hypnos, god of sleep and dreams, and Thanatos, god of death, and of course, Gaia, the first conscious being, alone by herself, gave birth to 3 beings. Oreus, god of the mountains, Pontus, god of the seas, and the god of the heavens, Uranus. I'm not even gonna joke with this one. Anyway, Gaia had sex with Uranus, and together they generated the Titans. And no, not those Titans. They also gave birth to the Cyclops, as well as the Hecatoncheires. I swear it's like I'm having a stroke. They were freaks with 100 hands, 100 feet, and 50 heads, since all of his offspring were so powerful. Uranus felt threatened, and as a result he decided to lock them deep within Gaia herself, and to never let them emerge into full existence. Being forced to contain these immensely powerful beings within her for so many aeons, Gaia began to suffer tremendously. So much so that she decided to conspire against Uranus and his tyranny. Together with Nyx, Gaia found adamantium, an indestructible material from the ground. After the discovery of such formidable metal, Gaia gathered all her children before her and told them of her plan. One of them would have to wound their father, god of the heavens itself. All of her children were terrified of such a plan, all except one, Gaia's youngest child, the ambitious Kronos. The Machiavellian Titan accepted the role to fulfill Gaia's plan, provided that she gave him the throne over the universe as a reward. Gaia accepted and gave Kronos a sickle formed from adamantium. A sickle, because that's apparently the weapon of choice for evil revolutionaries. Anyway, as part of the plan, Kronos waited patiently with his weapon for Gaia to have sex with Uranus. I just let you have that mental picture for a while. Anyway, during the act, Kronos attacked his father, wounding his testicles, because this is a Greek myth. And those guys really were fond of that general area of the human, of the male anatomy. And then, after such a terrible wound, Uranus screamed the most terrible scream ever heard in the universe, letting out a terrible noise and splattering blood everywhere. Uranus fell upon a cloud and tainted the skies itself with his blood. In his great triumph, Kronos celebrated his victory with his mother Gaia, and she, radiant with joy, gave her son the throne of the universe, as was promised. But to her shock and horror, Kronos refused to fulfill his part of the bargain, and only freed his own Titan siblings, leaving the rest to remain locked up in Gaia. It was then that she realized that Kronos did not rise against his father out of compassion for her pain, or out of compassion for his imprisoned siblings. No, it was purely out of ambition. Gaia just looks at her son, and she's like, "Oh no, you didn't. One day your own son's gonna kick your ass, you ungrateful brat. Just like what happened to Uranus." Yeah, Kronos just looks at her, and he's all like, "Nuh-uh." And then he turns his back on his mother and walks away, confident in his newfound power. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you guys like this. We plan on making this a series, and the next episode of the story should be out shortly. Hopefully I'll see you there.